Fairy Meadows, a hidden paradise nestled in the heart of Pakistan and one of the most breathtaking places on earth. Imagine standing on a high plateau, surrounded by the towering peaks of the Himalayas, where the air feels fresher and the world more serene. Majestic mountains stretch endlessly into the sky. Dense, green forests hug the landscape, and the quiet whispers of mountain streams follow you wherever you go. It's a place that feels almost untouched by time. But there is a deeper story behind this beauty. Getting here is no easy feat, and for many the journey alone is a test of courage and perseverance. The world beyond Fairy Meadows has heard only whispers of Pakistan. Whispers shaped by headlines, warnings from Western media, and tales of a road that is said to be one of the most dangerous in the world. But behind these perceptions lies the truth. A land of unmatched natural beauty, mountain villages that seem straight out of a fairy tale, and the warmest, kindest people you will ever meet. And today, I want to take you on this journey, beyond the myth, through the challenges, and into the heart of this magical place.
So much snow.
Earlier this year, I finally embarked on a journey I have been dreaming about for years. A trip across Pakistan, a country often misunderstood and misrepresented in Western media. My 4-week adventure took me from the bustling streets of Karachi, one of the largest and most dynamic cities in the world, to Lahore with its rich history and vibrant culture, where I also experienced the worst food poisoning in my life. I explored the serene capital city of Islamabad, which, personally, is my favorite city in the world. Finally, I ventured into the breathtaking region of Gilgit-Baltistan in northern Pakistan, a land of towering mountains, crystal clear rivers, and ancient valleys that seem to stretch on forever. And to fully experience the beauty of this country, we hired a local driver, someone who could guide us through the unique terrain and share insights into Pakistan's hidden gems. After days of exploring, we finally arrived at the foot of one of the most thrilling parts of our journey, the famous Fairy Meadow Road, where a sturdy jeep already awaited us. This road is known as the second most dangerous in the world, and for good reason. Carved precariously into the side of a mountain, it's a narrow, unpaved path that winds sharply around steep cliffs with no guardrails to protect from the sheer drops into the valley below. One wrong move and it could be disastrous. It's a road that challenges both the driver and the passengers, testing your nerves with every turn. This 8-mile stretch has earned its dangerous reputation due to its dizzying heights, loose gravel, and unpredictable weather conditions. Landslides are common, and with the road being so narrow, there's little room for passing another vehicle. But the view was something that words could never capture. The higher we climbed, the more the landscape opened up, revealing distant snow-capped peaks and lush green valleys far below. This road, and famous for its danger, was the gateway to the paradise that is Fairy Meadows. And despite the heart-pounding journey, I knew something incredible awaited us on the other side. With the most dangerous part of the journey now behind us, the next challenge awaited. A long, breathtaking hike to finally reach our destination. As we set off, the path unfolded in front of us, winding through valleys and rising steadily towards the mountain. Along the way, we thought we would make a new friend and offered one of the horses a radish. Perhaps not the most typical treat. We continued walking, following the path alongside the riverbed. The higher we climbed, the more trees began to surround us, their leaves rustling softly in the mountain breeze. The scent of pine filled the air, and the occasional call of distant birds echoed through the valleys. Every twist and turn of the trail revealed a new, stunning scene. It was as if we had stepped into a different world entirely. And just as we neared our destination, the first few snowflakes began to fall. Slowly at first, then more steadily, transforming the landscape into something out of a dream. And then, we finally arrived. But I'm getting ahead of myself. After we finally reached the village of Fairy Meadows, our guide led us to the cozy cabin where we would spend the next 3 days. 17,600 steps up here. This is the cabin we're staying at, even with electricity. First window view. Small bathroom. The tea we just drank.
It was mountain tea.
And the view. Now it was time to make some new friends. One of them turned out to be quite furry.
Pablo Escobar!
Our path eventually led us to a lake within the village. The view was stunning. The lake was reflecting the surrounding mountains like a perfect mirror. Now it was time to try and capture the beauty of the scenery.
Let's take some pictures here.
Good morning. It's, I think, 7:30 roundabout right now. It's pretty cold in here. What else do you expect in the mountains? Still pretty packed in. Just woke up. No water yet. Unfortunately, I realized that after I went to the toilet, I can't flush yet. After a good night rest, it was now time for breakfast. Some eggs with paratha and mountain tea, with an amazing scenery in front of us. Today's goal was to hike even higher, up the mountain towards the base camp.
Up there. You see where I'm pointing it? This is where we're gonna go.
Of course.
30 minutes, let's go.
As we made our way into the forest, the landscape gradually shifted around us. Small streams carved their way down into the valley, the sound of running water blending with the silence of the forest. The cold air, the snow-covered trees, and the towering peaks in the distance made everything feel surreal, like we are walking through a dreamscape. The deeper we went, the more snow blanketed the ground, transforming the trail into a winter wonderland.
Okay, there we go. I think this is the base camp.
Eventually we arrived at the base camp, and it was time to chop some firewood.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There we go. That's enough for the oven now. But I wasn't ready to stop just yet. The mountains called me, urging me to climb higher and explore deeper into their rugged beauty. After finishing our chai and gathering our strength, my guide and I prepared to push further, ready to discover what lay beyond the next ridge.
He's the mountain guy and he even has better equipment. That's like double cheating now. He got full advantage.
Unsure of just how far we would be able to climb, we set off into the unknown.
Don't fall!
It didn't take long for me to realize that this hike was going to be far tougher than I had imagined. The snow around us quickly deepened, forcing us to cross through a small river. We hopped from stone to stone, trying our best to keep our feet dry. But with the snow creeping up to my knees, I knew staying dry was not going to be an option.
Feels like in a jump and run game. Oh no.
Each step felt heavier than the last, the cold biting at my legs, but the view around us remained nothing short of breathtaking.
Look at those mountains. Crazy.
While my lungs burned in the cold and I was panting like a dog, my guide moved effortlessly ahead.
That looks more elegant than what I'm doing. Oh, that hurts. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, it's the same. It's tripping. Every step is like walking into needles. Whew. It's like a whip on my feet. Same distance.
And eventually, it was time to turn around.
We turn? Let's turn then.
At some point, we just didn't care anymore how wet we would get.
Jump!
Our shoes already felt like a water pit anyway, so we just decided to have some fun.
Let's go, brother. Doesn't even make a difference anymore. I'm completely covered anyway.
Once we made it back to the base camp, I took a moment to sit by the fire and try my soaked shoes.
You guys want chai?
The warmth in the cabin was a welcome relief after hours of trudging through snow.
So the food is not the only thing that's cooking.
After some food and with my socks warmed, we set off on a descent back to Fairy Meadow village for our final night. As my time in Fairy Meadows came to an end and I began the journey back, I couldn't help but reflect on everything I had experienced. Not just here in the mountains, but throughout my travels in Pakistan. This country, so often misunderstood by the outside world, had revealed itself to be a place of astonishing beauty. From the towering peaks of Gilgit-Baltistan to the vibrant cities of Karachi and Lahore, Pakistan is a country that defies the stereotypes and challenges the narratives we've been led to believe. Yes, the roads can be dangerous, and yes, the journey can be tough. But isn't that true of any adventure worth taking? Behind every challenge lies a reward, and Pakistan offers rewards that are beyond words. But more than the stunning views and the breathtaking mountains, it was the people who made this journey unforgettable. The kindness, generosity, and the warmth I encountered at every turn. From the locals in the mountain villages to the strangers who welcomed me into their homes in the cities, reminded me that the heart of a country lies in its people. So as I prepare to leave this incredible place, I want to leave you with this. Pakistan is not a dangerous, uninviting land that many believe it to be. It's a country rich in culture, history, and natural wonders. It is a place where you will find beauty at every turn and kindness in every encounter. And now, I want to thank you for taking this adventure with me.